Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how you can make your own quilting stencils out of paper. So let's get started. And to make your own stencils, you are going to need a couple of images that you print off of the internet. I simply Google outline drawing of a butterfly or outline drawing of the word love. Whatever it is you want to use as your stencil, just Google that and print that image. If you're using a long arm, you're going to need long arm needles. Let me zoom in. These are a size 16 and I have an 18, which are the standard sizes that typically fit into your long arm machine, and these both work beautifully. If you are quilting on a domestic, you are going to need your machine needles for your domestic machine. I recommend using a size 14. These are quilting and top stitch needles. You can use a denim needle, which is also a size 14, or if you have a larger size, that's fine. We just need large holes to be able to poke through our template. I will be using my Baby Lock Regent for this. I have a size 16 needle in my machine. I have removed my top thread. You can see my bobbin thread is still here, so I am going to remove the bobbin thread because you do not need any thread when you are making these stencils. Now for the fun part, let's start poking our holes. I keep saying stitching, but we're not stitching. So you're going to simply press down on your foot pedal and move your paper so that your needle pokes holes along these lines at evenly spaced intervals, or close to even. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're just going to trace all the way around that black line, the outline of your design. One thing to remember when you're doing this, don't stitch over lines multiple times, because then it's going to simply give you a solid, then it's going to give you a solid line that is like a slit in your piece. So if you can help it, do not travel back over your lines. This doesn't have to be perfect. Once you get your stencil and you start to, when you get to a point where you've got some lines that meet here and you've got holes poked already there, just simply raise your needle, go to a new spot, and resume. Now my holes are about, I don't know if you can see that on camera. They are pretty close together because I still want to get a nice line once I use my chalk with this. So let's continue stitching. Go around his head. I'm going to come up here and do the antenna. I'm just going to go up once, lift up my needle, come back here to the other one. Remembering to make your holes a little close together so you can get a solid line when we use the chalk. And just keep on going all the way around your piece. I don't believe that this dulls your needle if you are concerned about that. But needles are pretty inexpensive, so if you do need to switch out your needles, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think it dulls the needle. Okay, so let's pull that out and see if we got all of, ooh, yep, Looks like I missed a line right here. Let me just go back, do a couple stitches right there on the body. Okay, now we're ready to transfer that to our fabric. I'm just going to go ahead and make some holes in this love template while I am at it. I'm not that little slash kind of line that's part here. I'm going to put it right. When making symbols, you've got something like a line or something in there, you do not have to put holes in that. You just put it. You don't have to use that. You do not need to use any type of ruler as you're doing this. Once you transfer it to your fabric and you want to use rulers, you can, but as you're just poking holes in your template, no need for any rulers right here. Just stitch those straight lines as close as you can. Now that we have our holes poked, let's talk about chalk. I have here some chalk pounce pads. One is white. What you do is it comes with a bag of chalk. You put your chalk in here, and then it distributes around the sponge. This one, don't pay attention to because I accidentally poured it into here instead of into the reservoir. But I have white for dark fabrics, and I have blue for my light fabrics. The chalk will brush off. So all you have to simply do is brush it when you're done, and your chalk is gone. It should last throughout your project if you're not rubbing your project a lot as you are quilting it. For the dark fabric, we're going to want to use the white chalk. We've got our nifty stencil here. Just place it on your fabric anywhere you want it to be. I'm going to brush some of that off. And then I come in with my stencil and I simply just kind of give it a pounce. Hold it in place, lift it up to see if it took. When you're happy with it, remove your stencil, and there you have your outline. If you are using light fabric, we're going to use the blue. We're going to use the blue chalk. Put that aside. Here's the blue. Hopefully I have enough in here. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pounce all over, just holding your stencil in place as you do. You can also rub, but pouncing will help to get that stencil, to get that chalk out. Again, hold it in place, lift it up a little bit to see if you have all of your holes, everything covered. This one I could probably use some more blue chalk in here. I remove it, and there is the outline of my butterfly. And that is how you can make your own quilting stencils out of paper just by printing a design that you can find on the internet or anywhere. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe. If you want more free motion quilting help, or if you need a little bit more of a nudge with your free motion quilting, please do check out my Evolve membership. Thanks.